Hey YouTube, Vibe here, and today we're going to be talking about a new God roll weapon that I personally think might just be better than the Austringer. It's almost the same thing. It's an old gun that you may not have heard of before. It's called the Better Devils, and according to light.gg, you can actually get a Better Devils with snapshot, accurized, and timed payload. Smile for YouTube, chat. Yeah, if you want to be in this video, go ahead, type now. Now's your chance to be on YouTube. So, I have over 6,000 tokens. I'm going to be turning in as many as it takes until I get a God roll Better Devils. Fortunately, this is working well because I also want to make a video of a God roll shotgun and SMG, and there may be one other gun that I was hoping to find. So I'm going to pay attention to all the weapons that drop, but I'm going to be talking about them as we go. So first up is timed payload. So everybody knows how explosive payload works, right? I just got a Better Devils with rangefinder explosive. Not the one I'm looking for, but close. So timed payload, the best way to describe it is... Oh, did I just get a... Ooh, that's nasty. Okay, it's not perfect, but I'm gonna keep that. So anyway, this is almost the God roll Wishbringer that I was talking about. Slide shot, opening shot, accurized rounds. I didn't have a good barrel and I don't have a range masterwork, but still that thing is nasty. Anyway, so back on the timed payload. Timed payload is a unique perk and it's very similar to explosive rounds. The key difference is that explosive rounds explodes instantly in your face, and timed payload does exactly what it sounds like. It waits a fraction of a second to actually explode. Now, this sounds silly. Actually, I need to turn off this. This sounds silly, okay? It sounds like, why the hell would you want to do that? Like, hello, you're just making yourself take longer to get the kill? What are you thinking? But the way that timed payload works is it actually hits you with the flinch from the initial shot, and then the timed payload explosion hits you with a second flinch just literally milliseconds later, not even in enough time to recover from the first flinch. So what you end up getting is basically a super powered high caliber rounds, and it can be really devastating when you're getting shot by it. And I don't know if very many of you have ever been shot by a timed payload, because you probably haven't. Basically nobody uses it, but it's one of the most underrated perks in the game. They keep putting it on guns too. Like they keep it down in the game. Like, you know, the Criminal's Dagger, the brand new Criminal's Dagger that you can get currently, you can actually get it with snapshot timed payload. I tried to get one. I didn't end up getting it. I got a moving target timed payload one, and it just feels a little clunky because high impacts are, you know, they're kind of clunky to begin with. But with snapshot, it kind of eliminates the clunkiness. And so what I'm currently looking for is a high range Better Devils with snapshot and explosive payload. We'll see if we get it. We'll see what else we get along the way too. Shot Rampage. Headseeker under pressure. Another one of the really powerful guns I'm looking for is actually a Last Perdition. I want a Rampage one with some ability or range or even handling perks, honestly. I want a really good Rampage, whatever that is, Last Perdition. Also, I need some Masterwork cores, so now's the time. Don't need any more Regix broadswords. Really don't. Hey. Alright, 6,000 tokens to go. It's gonna take a bit. Takes what, 20 tokens for a package? So that's yikes. Recoil control is easy. Yeah, recoil is super easy. Oh, if you get arrowhead break, stability is not needed. Yes. Arrowhead break is amazing, and I would love to get that because then you don't even have to use a counterbalance mod. Better Devils. See what we got. Rangefinder, hipfire grip. Nice, dude. Synergy right there. The best thing that you can do if you don't know what a God rolled weapon is, or if you don't know what roll you want, the best thing you can do is look for synergy, things that work together to make an even powerful version of itself. Things like a Better Devils that has rangefinder and hipfire grip are the worst synergy you could possibly imagine, because one of them only works when you're aiming down sights and the other one only works when you're not aiming down sights. So what's the point? Yo, Kaz, thanks for the bits, dude. Fingers crossed on a god roll, dude. We're waiting, man. Waiting for it. Also, I'm gonna get hella gunsmith materials from this. I didn't think about that, but that's definitely worth it. I've been so low on weapon parts and enhancement cores that this has actually been needed to be done for a long time. Okay. Loot pool is so big now. Full set of armor and like so many guns. I should have taken off all my other guns before I started this, but I totally forgot. Frederick's Claymore. I know, as you see my loadout I've got on right now. I've got my sweat loadout, dude. I've got a one-eyed mask and Lord of Wolves on. Yikes. Make sure you guys don't pay attention to that part, alright? So I'm also looking for a really good hard truce. I want one with slide shot, and ricochet, and then I don't even know what final perk I need. But slide shot and ricochet is sauce. Ugh. Outlaws in a moment, man. Well, let's keep turning them in. Come on, Better Devils. I believe in you. At this point, I would take any that have timed payload. Hey, I got one with timed payload. This is not a good roll. Threat detector and timed payload and flared magwell. That's definitely average, but at least it is a timed payload. Let's see if there's somebody in chat, maybe Jake or Fire Ike, if you have a timed payload weapon of any kind, let me know, because I want to make a video, or I want to include in the video showing people how detrimental timed payload actually is to your enemies, how much it just murders your screen. Alright, Better Devil. Auto loading. I was here, PubG, dude. You were here, dog. There's literally not a single roll of the does not compute that I would ever use. Just so you know, chat. Like, if you have a good does not compute, let me know, because I've never seen one that I've been like, huh, alright, cool. Kill clip and drop mag, not a bad combo. Bye. One second, let's move some of this crap in the vault. Getting silly. On a PC unless there's a year one faction one. There is the Future War Cult one. Has time payload, it's a high impact. Snapshot kill clip ricochet. Yeah, I'll keep that. Solid. Oh great, I didn't mean to say keep it. Didn't mean to keep giving me more. Oh, why? This one's got range on it too? Oh no, why did you do this to me? But High Cal's not as good as Ricochet. So much more. Keeping that one instead. I'm gonna regret that, because High Cal never works as well. Never. As Ricochet. If you want anything with range, like if you want anything with range, like a submachine gun or a sidearm, anything that doesn't have a lot of range that you're trying to add range on, you need ricochet rounds. I wonder if there's a shotgun that has ricochet rounds. I doubt it, but that would be saucy. Dude, this is taking longer than I expected. I'm gonna be honest, I really thought that I was gonna have good RNG. We're at what, 10-minute video now? So chat, how are you guys doing today? This anonymous autumn is actually pretty saucy, yes, or sidearm too, but everybody knows sidearms are garbage. So today, chat, I tried to make a video about a scout rifle that I like, the Black Scorpion. It's definitely a good scout. Definitely a good scout. But the way that hand cannons and even pulse rifles and supers work, and the way that all these maps are designed for small teams, like 4-man, before they brought back 6v6, scout rifles, I hate to say it, but I've come to the conclusion that they are literally unusable. Like, literally, you cannot scout rifle. You can scout rifle on that one big-ass map, but even still, it's not that great because it's designed to have those weird-ass alleys and cubbies that you can run through with your Lord of Wolves and just murder everybody. You literally cannot scout. You can't do it. Not even Jade Rabbit or Mida. Not even Jade Rabbit or Mida. The only reason that the Mida could be possible is if you run around with the Mida and shoulder charging people. That's it. That's the best, sadly, that's the best way that you can use the Mida multi-tool. Now, that being said, I mean, technically you could use anything. Every gun shoots bullets, you know? You can probably, honestly, sit back really slow and find a couple people and pick them off. But you're just going to get aped. You're just going to get rushed. And if you're actually trying to be a team player in any way, shape, or form, then scouting is just gonna sacrifice for your team. It's literally, you're being a detriment if you're using a scout. Snipers, they don't flinch enough from scouts, even from Mida with high caliber rounds. Snipers do not flinch enough. I was using this hammerhead machine gun in PvP earlier, and literally some hunter came peeking around a corner. I hit him until he was absolutely one shot, and he just double jumped backwards, like up into the air, and sniped me in the head. I hit him with what, 4, maybe 5 machine gun bullets. He just jumped up in the air and sniped me. Just like, okay. Flinch is a complete joke in Destiny, which is why leads me to the only route possible, which is timed payload better devils. I was really hoping that was going to be another timed payload one. Drag me? Alright, what do you want, Smokey? I'm making a video.
What's up, YouTube?
Do you have any timed payload weapons, Smokey?
Probably not.
Do you have the old Future Workout one, at least, in collections?
Probably not.
Oh.
Hold on.
That's not very helpful.
I need to start my game.
Oh. Because I need somebody to shoot me with one to demonstrate.
If not, I can... If you run out of Crucible tokens, I have more than enough.
Yeah.
You have more than enough, too.
I know, I have a buttload, but I've already gone through almost 2,000 tokens. Haven't gotten... Oh, I did get one timed payload. But sniping's too hard, the flinch, dude. Nope. Flinch is in Destiny, flinch is designed to help you land your shot. But not if you're getting shot by timed payload. You can't get touched if you're shooting timed. Like, if you're hitting somebody with a timed payload better devils, it's fast enough that if they actually land a shot on you, like it was completely RNG. They did not intentionally land. Dude, we are not getting some very good RNG here. What is it because I didn't pick up his bounties? He's like
This
pissed
was
off
made
at
for
me.
you.
Here, dude, I'll pick up your bounties. Are you happy now, Shax? I've actually gotten a ton of mod components, so that's neat. Have you used the Hush Bow? No, I have not. I can't play Gambit.
Don't.
Too frustrating.
Getting that weapon is too frustrating.
I also hate bows. I will admit
I love bows.
that it looks fun. Like there's definitely I've seen some good clips with the Hush, but it's not for me.
You want to use my cam to try it out?
Nope. Don't even want to try it.
Okay.
Refuse.
Okay.
Maybe actually. I was just trying to be cool.
But instead, you hurt my feelings.
Aw. Oh. That's what you get for putting the torture on yourself by playing Gambit enough to get the Hush.
Yeah.
Why can't you play Gambit? Because I don't like it. It hurts my brain cells.
And he only has one.
I only have one brain cell, so I can't afford to lose it.
Oh.
Honestly. Leave the tower and come back strat? Oh shit, dude, that's what I need to do. Leave the tower between every crucible drop here. That'd be smart. Oh, better devils. Snapshot, Zen moment. All I want is snapshot, timed payload, accurized rounds, and then true sight. That too much to ask. Honestly, I don't even care about the sight. Those three perks together.
What was the gun called?
It's a future war cult hand cannon. It's blue. I can't remember what.
A blue.
Or it's a purple rarity, but it's blue colored. It looks like a better devils.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Okay, let me pull it up real quick too. It is called the True Prophecy.
I don't have it.
Okay.
Back then, time payload was ass.
Yeah. Did you any chance get a? If in dim, if you just search timed payload, you probably don't have. You'd probably delete it if you found one, huh? Because the Criminal's Dagger could get it recently. Same for the new Bad News. Even a Probina D can have it. You probably don't have any of those guns. 10 paces can actually have it. I have one.
I just got it to face.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah. I have a 10 paces with slide shot and timed payload. It's actually really cool. It just sucks because 10 paces feels like a squirt gun. It kind of feels like a noodle in your hands. Like it doesn't feel like a gun. Feels like I'm shooting a piece of uncooked dough. That's the best way I can describe it. Well, we've officially gone through almost 3,000 tokens. How many Redrix Claymores have I gotten? Having Grave Robber on a scout rifle is the stupidest idea anybody has ever come up with, and why does it exist?
Because remember that whole year where we had fixed rolls?
Yeah.
Yep. I'd rather have a trash scout rifle than go back to that.
Yeah, true. I would rather have a scout rifle with grave robber on it than have fixed rolls. God, that was a night. That's also why nobody liked timed payload back in the day, because it was only on that one gun. Snapshot timed payload. True sight. We got tactical mag and flared magwell though, but we have ranged masterwork. This is good enough. This is good enough.
Okay.
I'll keep it. Oh, hot damn. Hog you guys. Okay. Sweet. What shade are we rocking? This is also extremely important. I think I might have to put
Crucible red jack.
Oh, that looks damn good, dude. Ooh wee. Crucible red jack it is. We don't have an Icarus mod right now. We'll get one. I'm about to put counterbalance stock on it, make it a freaking not forgotten, dude. F RNG. Yeah, screw you, RNG.
Nice,
You can.
but the Red Legion's not gone.
Interesting, for sure.
Yeah, that's
So we
that's
got
exactly what I would call it. Interesting. Huh. Sweet. Okay, so
Mayhem.
if you can, put on
How will you
a
fare
energy
against
hand
utter
cannon as
chaos?
well. That way we can compare directly. So I'm gonna put on a sniper rifle. Since everybody uses it, we'll use the beloved. And I guess you can meet me out at the tree. What did I add for this test? Oh, I just picked up Dom, so thank you, dude. Okay, so that's totally fine right there. So what we're gonna do is, Dom here is gonna shoot me with a regular weapon first. So use your energy hand cannon if you got one. Perfect. He's running, what is that, Kindled Orchid? Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna find a nice little spot to aim at that's very unique. There we go. I'm gonna aim at this little light here, okay? You can see the reticle is in the light. You almost lose it, actually. And Dom's gonna shoot me, just give me a slow and steady cadence of like 4 shots, okay? So this is the Kindled Orchid. You can see about how much flinch that does. Oh yeah, I would die. And now go ahead and try and shoot me with the bad news. So now he's switching to a timed payload weapon. Oh. So it's hard to really tell if you don't know what you're looking for, but basically it flinches me. Okay, so I'm gonna actually scoot closer to him here. So try one shot with one and then one shot with the other. Okay. Let me aim another. Pick another thing to aim at. Are these moving?
Yeah, they.
I want something a little farther away. That would be snipering. It's whatever. We're just gonna aim at the hole of this thing, okay? So try it again. So there's that first shot, kind of wrangles me around, and then that second shot, oof. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's insect this stuff. So he's got a standard, you know, surrounded Kindle Orchid here, and then the timed payload weapon. So as you can see, like I'll shoot him, for example. It's got a double flinch feature going on. So you get hit by the initial bullet, and then you also get hit by the timed payload. So like when he's, you know, just coming around, it does it almost instantly. Like it's really close. So if you know you're in a gunfight and you shoot 3 shots with somebody, even as long as you land that shot, they will die. And with the tick rate in Destiny, it's not like it's really gonna matter anyway. But yeah, so it does 45 and 26, as you can see here, and for just standard testing reasons, I'll put on another 140, and this does 70. So technically, the Better Devils actually does more damage, as a 45 and a 26 makes 71. And also, that being said, part of the reason that explosive rounds was so nice was because it always did the same damage with the second half, and with timed payload, you get the same thing. No matter what, you always do 26 damage with the explosion from any range. So even though my body shot was only 18 there, like the gun literally did 18 damage to the body. It did 26 with the explosion, which makes it, what is that math? 44? So what does this judgment do at this range? Only 40, see? So it's just like it basically extends your range, but it also makes it so that they get double flinched, and that's just stupid. Literally stupid. If you what about body damage? We'll test the body damage for you too. So body damage for Better Devils with timed payload is a 21 and a 26, and that makes 47. The Judgment, it is 47. So it's the same amount of damage to the body. One more damage to the head, and it's probably just rounding is the only actual difference, I would imagine. Just the way that they round their numbers. But yeah, so there you have it. His Kindled Orchid was actually flinching me a lot. And it was kind of weird because the Kindled Orchid was flinching me harder for one individual thing, even though the timed payload was flinching me double. Let me do a sideways shot, like into the side of my head there.
With the Kindled?
With one of each, yeah. Yeah, see? So, you know, it is what it is, but you guys give it a shot, and the same damage on body shot explosion is a huge deal. I never knew that. Yeah, so, and does explosive rounds work differently than with flinch? Yes, it does. So the timed payload, it separates the bullet and the explosion, and it gives you 2 stages of flinching. The initial bullet flinch, and then on top of that, a millisecond later, the explosion flinch, where explosive payload is just the explosion. It's just instant. You just get one big flinch. Like regular explosive is nasty. You get a big old flinch. Like, I don't know if I actually have an explosive payload hand cannon on me. I can't really find, but that's okay. You guys, everybody knows that explosive payload has always historically, you know, caused a lot of flinch. Spare rations. But as you see, so I'm gonna shoot him once with this, and it's like the explosion's a second late, or a millisecond late. But this spare rations, the explosion is like right on at the same time, if that makes any sense. So explosive rounds, timed payload, almost the same thing, except timed payload delays it half a second and just flinches you even harder than before. So do it that way you will. I'm literally just going to take this directly into comp after this, and we'll see if I feel like it makes a difference. So there you have it. Look for a second video about actually using this thing in games, and I'll try and pick out spots where I start shooting somebody and then they get the shit flinched out of them and then they stop hitting me with whatever it is that they're hitting. So yeah, hopefully it's not just a bunch of Lord of Wolves pegging me though, because that would be but nothing flinches a Lord of Wolves enough to not kill you. Trust me, chat. Trust me. Well, until next time, make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Catch you guys.